on Twitch too. We'll see if it works. Talking, yeah, I can adjust that. I may have to adjust some other setting if this isn't any louder. If I play bit a little too loud now. Yeah, probably. It's the way it works. Is it a conditional statement though? Maybe it's just a statement of fact. What do you need? I do not. I didn't. I certainly took it off the chair. I didn't take it outside. Are the streams always going to be normal, non-short ones? I have absolutely no idea. I just know I've been working like a crazy person, and I got a bunch of lights to make better long-form videos and to improve other things. And so I was like, okay, this is a pretty good way to test out the lights and all that. But like, I'm using my laptop. Hey, Sock Puppet. I would like to just use my desktop and get a full permanent setup so I can basically film long-form videos really easily. I like that vibe. I'm gonna go back to it. Hi, Sock Puppet. Hi, E. Yeah, what I might actually end up trying to do is I might try to do everything. I might like try to have like a dedicated widescreen and then at the same time be doing vertical streaming because I know that's kind of the rage. I really need to get my TikTok numbers up, and I'll probably do vertical streaming on my TikTok when I have TikTok live, and then I'll do horizontal on like YouTube and Twitch. Hey, thanks, G-Rock. Thank you, Sock Puppet. Isn't 3 platforms a little overwhelming? Okay. So, I can tell you a little bit more about what I actually do these days for a living. So basically I do a lot of social media stuff, and the truth is it's about automation and it's about setting up. Oh, good, Chopin enthusiast. Do it. It's about setting up efficiencies. So you basically have a platform that you're focusing on, that you're concentrating on, and then everything else becomes a copy paste basically of that. And so I would set up some technology stack that basically automates the streaming to all those platforms, making sure I can see all the chat, maybe even what'd you call it? Put them all the chats together and then put them on the screen so everybody can see what people are talking about. That's probably what I would do. I mean, Restream works all right for that. It's not my favorite. But that's a lot of what I do. Is I basically try to figure out strategies that actually work to win on the internet. And again, I'm a lot more successful for my clients than I am for myself, which is normal. Because it's like, you know, somebody's paying you. You have motivation. But yeah, I definitely want to see this channel once you start it up, Chopin Enthusiast. Hey, Allie's Cool Void. Oh yeah, we're all piano enjoyers here. I don't know why. F major with a little bit of minor is like the vibe right now. Ooh, I like the music in general. That's a good for you, because you know a lot of theory and a lot about jazz stuff. Because of the tank top, G-Rock? It can be. play Lost by Pieces. I don't even know what Lost by Pieces is, but sure, we'll look it up. In terms of being good enough to start a channel, I would actually argue that in this day and age, in the world we currently live in, it's probably worth it to get started sooner rather than later, but then pivot. So like at the beginning, it may be more about the journey. And so it may be more like honest piano diary or something of that nature. And then as you get more confident, then it may turn into a more authoritative, right? 5 tips to do whatever or something like that. I don't know, just food for thought. I love the analysis idea. King of the chat added an XP feature. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that. That's insane. Hello, Eric the Genius. I don't know who you're talking to, but hello. Try some analysis stuff. Yeah, analysis stuff would be super cool. I think a lot of analysis. More YouTube needs more analysis channels. It really does. I'd do more, but this is a request from Twitch. My one Twitch viewer over here. Did I play that right? I can't actually read that chord. My eyes don't work. There we go. That has Lost My Pieces. Never heard that before. It's a pretty song. You Raise Me Up? Yeah. I suck at analysis, but I'll make the channel to encourage myself to doing it more often because I actually like enjoying it. I actually enjoy doing it. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, you're the only one that needs to care. I agree. Don't do it for the views. Yes. Do not learn from my bad habits as somebody who is further into life. Do as much stuff purely for yourself as you can when you're younger, because basically you'll develop a ton of skills, and then you'll be able to use those to leverage into anything you want to do. So anyway, a little bit of life advice. Yeah, you're only 14. Yeah. It's a good time to start though, because the skills that you'll learn, you're gonna have to learn no matter what, and you might as well do them when you're 14. When the other pressing things to do in your life is play more Fortnite. Play a song in Spanish called "Brickell" by Yandel and Field, if you can please. Well, I mean, I did Ocarina of Time. That was my that was where I spent way too much time doing. In Nintendo 64, baby. Brickell. Hang on. We may have to listen to this one because it doesn't look like I can just. All right, it's playing a commercial, and then we'll listen to it and we'll do it. Oh. Okay. We got a 6 chord, then a 5 chord. Six, 5, 2, 3. Okay. All right, we got the basis. We got this. All right, see you later, E. The transcription took so long to do. How are you doing it that fast? Yeah, we can talk a little bit about how you do stuff really, really fast. I remember the London Olympic Games opening ceremony that played Vangelis, Chariots of Fire. Yeah, Chariots of Fire is cool. Do you know the Pink Panthers intro? That's coming from Raccoon Puppy Boy from Twitch. Yeah, we can do a little bit of Pink Panther. Let's talk transcription real quick. And I should make a video on this. I've tried to make this video a few times, but it never has caught on, so I'll make it again. I'll keep making this video until it actually gets some views. Which basically it's how to learn any song by ear immediately. Okay. So here's the deal. Music actually is not that terribly complicated. What do I mean by that? What I mean is, if we're being honest, and I make shorts about this all the time, and it's hilarious because people get really, really annoyed at me because I think that I think I'm just saying stuff that they don't want to hear, and that's why they get really annoyed. It's complicated once you get into theory. Okay, it's kind of like language. There are lots of words in the English language. There's lots of words in any language. There's lots of options, but if you actually look at what sentences people use to speak, they're all very similar to each other. People say about the same thing to each other all the time. And so, yeah. So let me just break it down for a second. So you got 12 notes, right? You've probably even seen the short from me if you follow my channel. You got 12 notes. And then Really though, nobody ever uses all 12 notes unless you're like doing jazz or doing something crazy, right? It just doesn't happen. So then you go, okay, instead of 12 notes, you got 7 notes. Major scale, right? So going back to that song that we are just doing, that was in basically D major. Brickell or whatever. So we're in D major. Now, out of those 7 notes, we're going to have specific ones that are going to be more important, that we're going to spend more time on, that we're going to try to use more often. So for example, 1 is going to be a very important note, and we got a chord to go with that, right? And then we've also got, 6, 5, 4. But in reality, if you know all 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then you're going to be in pretty good shape. So literally, basically every single pop song you can imagine, if you're thinking about those 7 chords, then you're in really good shape. Need something, girl?
Yeah, I need my iPad. And Charlotte got me her iPad, but I don't have one. And I've been looking in the same places. I didn't want to check upstairs because I haven't used it upstairs.
Okay.
And
All right.
I need you to help me find it.
Well, singing and playing is really actually quite challenging. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll be right back. All right. Let's get you sorted. You're fine, huh? All right. Hold on. I will help you. Okay. Sorry. I'm going to need to roll for now. But we have this awesome setup. I'm probably going to make some videos today at least. I may stream later. Anyway, thanks for joining in. I'm managing some kids and they need actually more help. I thought they were set up.